hope you're gonna have an awesome day today. Arrowverse here. I just want to let you know before ahead of time. Make sure you check the link description below because I'm gonna put the petition up for Save Legends of Tomorrow. Yes. Other than that, I think I would give this episode a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. It was actually pretty interesting, and I actually did pretty enjoy this episode. Alright, so this recap is, Barry realizes that he's all alone in the house. He wakes up in the morning. He sees his phone, a text message from Iris saying that she's going to pull an all-nighter. He wants to bring her a surprise, meaning bring her some breakfast inside her office, but he realizes that she didn't pull an all-nighter. She barely even wrote 2 sentences in her new article. So he calls her up and he realizes that her phone is inside her purse, which means, yeah, she's missing. And I knew this day would actually come, but I didn't know it would be coming this sooner. So Barry was zooming around Central City, trying to find anywhere he could possibly go find Iris. He goes to Star Labs. She's nowhere inside Star City. Well, Central City as well. He did check Star City too. And then Chester checks the globe, the Earth. She's not even in the system anymore. Even Cecile tries to sense her, but she can't even feel not one single spark or cell within inside Iris. And then she does have an idea. Back in Ferris, she saw a meta that actually made Iris disappear. Maybe she could help. But then we see Marcus at Caitlin's house. Caitlin has a phone lab. And Marcus says, "Are you insane? Are you crazy? You really want to bring your sister back from the dead? Don't you even remember what happened when you tried to bring back your husband from the dead? Do you even want to repeat that scenario, this situation?" Caitlin tries to justify herself, saying that she was tricked into bringing back Ronnie back to life. But it wasn't Ronnie. It was, well, I'd say it was an actinism that went wrong. Marcus, he needs a break. He says, "I'm not going to help you. I'm out of here." And so Barry travels to the East Coast City, basically. Well, he tracks down the meta and he asks her for some help. "Can you help me find Iris?" And she tells Barry the story of how her mother disappeared because of Iris. And basically she denies him. She says, "No, I'm not going to help you." All of a sudden, inside this coffee shop, everyone's frozen. Barry's aware of it, and I'm pretty sure Barry knows what's going on. It's because of Dion. Dion finally returns. He's in critical shape, and he tells Barry, "Do not touch me because I'm still infected with this sickness." So he tells Barry that you're going to have to go into Steel Force with me if you want to find Iris. Barry's all for it, so he talks to Team Flash all about it. He says that going to Steel Force is pretty risky and dangerous, but it's the only way how to find Iris, and I have to try. Joe is really precautious about this situation. He wants Barry to be really careful, but Barry says that it's okay, I can handle this. So Dion meets Barry inside the speed lab, and well, Dion tells Barry that where you're about to go is somewhere that is crazy and does not make any sense at all, basically. So they're inside the Steel Force. Now, within inside the Steel Force, it looks like the Matrix, actually. Like, whenever you see people walking around, they're fading inside and out. Now, Barry picks up a newspaper, and this talks about the not the flux capacitor, apologies. It talks about Star Labs destroyed, and also they see that Godspeed and Zoom are inside a newspaper. So Barry is questioning about that, and Dion is trying to tell him that the Steel Force is mixed with the past, present, and future. So we need to stay put, stay a course. And eventually Barry found the young Meta's mother. She's trapped inside. Barry wants to help her out, get her out, but Dion says you need to stay focused. You can't help her because she's already too well infected. Chester gets a phone call from, well, CCPD's finest, and she says that this device was created and it blew up, I guess you could say, a Noah Path house. 37 people nearly almost died from it. Can you spectate it, look it up? Chester has a be weirdly look on his face, meaning like he knows exactly what it is. So he says he's going to take it back to his shop and take a good look at it. Meanwhile, they find the tracking device that was tracking, well, it's supposed to track Iris. Dion grabs it and Barry says, "What are you doing? We need that to find Iris." And he says, "I'm sorry, Barry." And he has a grin on his face. Basically, he betrays Barry once again. Barry tries to run after him when he teleports, but then Barry got teleported right inside Joe's house. Yes, but still inside the Steel Force. He escaped, but he's still inside the Steel Force, but inside Joe's house. Meanwhile, what's happening is that I'd say it's 2049, and well, let's just say Nora is being tricked by Dion. Dion is telling her, "You need to help Barry." Dion snaps his fingers and teleports her into the Steel Force. She was trying to write an article, by the way, just to let you guys know. So she goes inside Steel Force and she sees Barry, and Barry's happy to see her. At least there's someone he knows that is actually there in the Speed Force. Well, the Steel Force. Two heads are better than one, so they need to come up with the plan how to get out of here. Now, Chester is telling Allegra, "I think I'm a villain because I created this machine on stream and someone probably copied my work and tried to kill 37 people in the Hathaway house." Allegra is trying to calm him down at the moment. Now, they do have a plan, Nora and Barry. Barry learned meditation from Wally because Wally, he's a master at meditation, so he's trying to connect with the Steel Force. He connects to Jill. It's kind of like, I guess you could say, Star Wars. It was like a little holographic vision. Barry was only able to send Iris's brush over to the other side. Then Barry says to Nora, "I can see everyone that we lost. I can see Jesse, I can see Wells, all the Wells, even Harry, Max, a lot of other people." And so he says that, well, the Steel Force is inside me, so since the Steel Force is inside me, let's get the hell out of here. So they try to go and get the hell out of the Steel Force. Memorial Park is where the portal is at, but it's blocking them. Nora is a key in order to escape it because she has the Steel Force spark inside of her. So Barry tells her to think of the time we will actually exit out of the Steel Force. And she did, and they were able to escape. And they're talking to Joe and Cecile all about their travels inside Steel Force, what actually happened. Nora has to go back to 2049 because she has to protect the timeline with her brother, of course. And so Barry tells Joe, "Don't worry, wherever Iris is, I can feel her sensor and she's doing okay." Meanwhile, Chester and Allegra, they're about to go out for a drink. Then all of a sudden we see someone's copying Chester's work. Every single thing, downloading it while Chester's gone. So Marcus bangs on Caitlin's door and Caitlin says, "Go away." Marcus ain't going to take no for an answer, so he freezes her door lock and breaks in. He walks up to Keiynan and says that, "I was thinking about what you said about bringing Frost back to life, and I'm in agreement with you. I want to do it with you. The thing is that if we're actually going to do this, bring Frost back to life, you have to promise me one thing." And Keiynan says, "What's that?" He says, "Promise me we won't fail." And Keiynan, she promises that, basically. She says we won't. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, of course, I will see you all in the next video.